your home team. Eyewitness News in the Morning starts now.
The virus is going to do what it does, whether you're fatigued from the pandemic or not.
Right now at 6, a warning ahead of the Irish holiday, the way Rockford's traditions changing a bit this year, and the number of people that could still take part. Plus, new numbers this morning showing just how many Americans plan to travel for spring break. The reason those numbers are changing drastically in just the last week. And later, a tell-all interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle making global headlines this morning. The shocking sit-down they had with Oprah Winfrey. But first, today is International Women's Day, and to celebrate, Mattel just releasing this Eleanor Roosevelt doll. She joins the Inspiring Women toy lineup, which is helping fund a project addressing classroom, racial, and inequity biases right now. So pretty cool doll this morning, and an important holiday. Of course, Joey and I were just celebrating some of the important women in our life at our 5 o'clock hour here on Eyewitness News. But hope everyone is having a great start to their Monday. Had a great and relaxing weekend. I know a lot of people getting outside. I smelled some grills, Joey, for the first time this year. I think a lot of dads at home were like, all right, let's fire up the grill. We hit the 50-degree mark. Let's get going on that. So a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, you know, this week features our first 60-degree day. So quickly following our 50-degree day from last week.
Yeah, we're hitting the milestones, Joey.
Yeah, we're getting into that very warm pattern. It's going to feel nice today, so another day to get outside. As we take a look at temperatures this morning, you can just see that we're very mild to start. We're sitting at 44 in Rockford. Right now, we're in the low 40s in most spots, and that's all because of cloud cover and also that warm southerly wind that we have out there this morning. 43 in Janesville, 40 in Monroe, 37 in Rochelle, and also 37 out in Savannah. Winds are out of the south and southwest, 16-mile-per-hour winds in Freeport, 10 in DeKalb, and 10 also up in Janesville. Now, you can see that cloud cover was on the increase this morning. Right now, we have a deck of clouds that are now right over the center of the state line, but that's going to be moving out by mid-morning, leading to some more sunshine. Now, overall, though, kids won't need that heavier jacket heading out. Mild and breezy, but once they head home later today, we're going to get close to that 60-degree mark. Let's take a look at our first Warren Interactive Radar, sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and more. A quiet start, but a breezy one. We'll have more on the warmth to start off the work week coming up in the forecast. Back to you, Elliot.
All right, thanks a lot, Joey. Well, we're almost at that year mark of when the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. Now, if you remember, that announcement really canceled a lot of traditional St. Paddy's Day festivities. And a year later now, health experts have a similar warning for us this morning. They're now saying, don't let your guard down for the holiday this year. The CDC advising against attending any large gathering once again. A local medical expert telling us most people feeling, of course, worn out from this pandemic right now and will most likely celebrate somehow.
Just because you're fatigued doesn't change how the virus behaves. The virus is going to do what it does, whether you're fatigued from the pandemic or not. So please continue to gather in small groups to discourage the spread. Please continue to wash your hands, keep your distance, wear your masks.
Well, Dr. Walsh saying if all of those practices remain in place, the end of this pandemic could come sooner rather than later. A local organization telling us we can still expect this unorthodox celebration to be special this year. The traditional marching parade will not happen in Rockford this year, and neither will the St. Paddy's Day Fest, but instead, everyone is now encouraged to take part in a ride-along celebration through the downtown area. The parade usually brings in thousands of people from really all over the state line. President of the Irish Marching Society hopeful that a crowd will still maybe come out this year.
The Jeep Club already has about 80 Jeeps committed. I know for sure the Wolf Pack, that's the kilt riding motorcycle guys, they're going to do that. I think the Model A Club is going to join us too. So this could be it could be a sizable event.
Well, switching gears here, a new report this morning showing how many people plan to travel for spring break this year. U.S. Travel Association saying only about 12% of Americans, or 1 in 8 people, will be making that trip. That number reportedly dropping from 16% just last week. And that could mean people are waiting until a vaccine is really more readily available. Well, keep signing up to get that vaccine. That's a message from local health officials this morning. Winnebago County Health Department Director Dr. Sandra Martell saying that there's really a lot of options for places to sign up. Talking pharmacies, hospitals, those are just a few. Martell is saying that there are a lot of registrations to do, but it is important to sign up for your dose if you're eligible.
We're not offended if you get your vaccine from your healthcare provider, or you get it at Walgreens, or you get it at CVS, or you get it in your employer. Just get it, and get it at the first place you can.
Martell saying no matter where you get that dose of the vaccine, you're getting the same protection against COVID. New this morning, we're now one step closer to getting another round of stimulus checks. President Biden's COVID relief package headed back to the House for final approval this morning. It did pass the Senate over the weekend along with party line votes. Pushing the deal through was a bumpy road, though, with only just a one-vote majority. President Biden could sign the bill as soon as this week, and that would mean $1,400 going to some people by the end of the month. A Rockford staple closing their doors after 31 years in business. The owner of Crazy Joe's on State and Alpine saying this pandemic really playing a role in their closure. Crazy Joe's owner Joe Namehoff now saying this pandemic caused a major disruption in the supply chain. Some items that would maybe take 30 days to ship now taking 4 to 6 months. Not to mention prices going up big time. Namehoff saying, although it's a bittersweet time for him, he is grateful to have the opportunity to serve the Rockford community.
It's bittersweet. I've been doing it 31 years. I'm a little tired. It's been really enjoyable. I've enjoyed dealing with people. We've had great customer, and the response has been good. A lot of people are sorry to see us leave, but we still will be around.
Well, if you're a fan of the shop, they still have some time, though. You can go and shop there. They're closing their doors at the end of April. They do have closing deals happening right now as well. Time now, 6:06, an update we can all get on board with right now. Michelle joining us to show us a new feature we'll see on Instagram here soon. Joey?
And we have warm temperatures continuing into the upcoming work week. We'll have more on how warm we're going to get. Plus, we have a lot of birds that are also noticing the warmth here in the Midwest. We'll have video coming up on weather caught on camera.
You're watching Eyewitness News.